In this life, we all tend to overload on automation. One, two, three.
What's up, everybody out there? This is Ed Joy and Quinn, loud from Maui, episode 27. How you doing? I'm doing much better now, thank you. I'd like to apologize, of course, start off the show with apologies. I'd like to apologize for us being so late with this next episode. I know you're all listening to episode 26, wondering, when are they going to come out with episode 27? And here we are a week later, because let me tell you, I was sick this past week. Sick. I normally don't get sick, but when I do get sick, I'm talking down. I go down hard for 3 days, easy. And then on the fourth day, I start feeling better. Fifth day, I start hacking up some green. You know, I like to call it the lime-looking pudding. I started. Quinn's like, oh man, no, dude. Like you could smell it. You know, when you cough, you could smell it. My nose was running. I swear, like Forrest Gump. My nose wouldn't stop running. Terry Fox in it, if you would. Yeah, it was just going off. I got to the point where I just stuffed 2 Kleenex in my nose. And I just let it, get soaked up. And then I'll go over to the toilet and just pull them out. And it's just soaked with snot. Am I getting gross out here? Is this getting to a gross podcast right now? I should change it up, right? Okay. Well, anyway, I apologize for that because I was sick. So there was no way I could do a podcast. Yeah, Quinn? How you feeling, man?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good, huh?
Figure some stuff out. I'm trying to learn.
Yeah. Learn the computer, the technology, the social media side of it all. Yeah, he's trying to get it out to you guys as best he can, and he's trying. He's working on it. But I think he's doing really good, man. You're doing really good. Hey, I like that Superman picture you did, dude. I told you with color just really come out, right? Yeah, he did all that. So he's practicing. He's getting better. And we're both getting good at this podcast. Slower, as we were getting along. We're starting to learn how to learn the ropes, right? This is only our, 27th episode? So, hey, right on. Congratulations, dude. We're doing it. I also want to say that our opening song, once again, is called Overloaded on Automation. And it's actually it's a true song from Kupa Aina. Look them up. Check them out. Get their music. They're an awesome band. You'll love them. And that song is actually a really good, fun song. So another thing I just wanted to say to Jace, the guy that my boy Anulu, the Miracle Matos, fought at the X1 a couple of weeks ago for the 155-pound title. I kept calling him Shotgun. I was wrong. His fighting name is actually Buckshot, which I don't know. I guess what is a Buckshot? It's a higher caliber. Do you know, Quinn? The difference between a shotgun and a Buckshot?
I don't know.
Don't they both shoot pellets?
Box shot.
A shotgun, I guess, is a single barrel. Huh? A Buckshot is what? Double barrel? Yeah. I don't know. But apologies, man. Your fight name is actually Buckshot. So, hey, you know what? They had this thing going on. I think it was on the news. I saw it when I was sick. I was watching the news. I couldn't do anything else. Just laying on the bed, miserable. But they had this thing on the news where this one teacher, I guess, he put out a thing that went viral on what local kids say when you get in trouble. On different islands, I guess they say different things. And I remember it here on Maui when I was small. It was uncle ukulele, peanut butter and jelly, So I don't know. The other islands they have different sayings and all that. So I was just, I was thinking, speaking of old sayings, they had sayings and slangs from way back when. I'm talking from the 40s. Back in the 40s, women weren't even allowed to do athletic things, I don't think. You know what I mean? Other than tennis and swimming. You don't see women doing, like MMA stuff. You take a woman from nowadays and you put her back in time into the 40s, dude, they burn her at the stake. She'd be doing so many evils, voicing her opinion, you know, being able to fight. You know, women weren't supposed to do that kind of stuff, you know. They had certain, I guess, criterias for men and women, you know, certain things back in the 40s. And like how Dave Chappelle, he had that one bit that he used to do about the old 40s gangsters and the way he used to talk. Wow, see? Wow, yeah. You know? Do you guys have slangs? Surfing slangs? You guys do, right?
I don't really know. Everybody.
Like if someone doesn't know how to paddle good or something, you go, oh, check out that turtle. Or, you know, you guys don't call them names, you know? No?
Banana.
Oh, banana?
He's a banana.
Oh, that guy, he's a banana. Yeah. Well, I refer to a banana tree when people talk to me about computers. I'm like, dude, talking to me about a computer is like talking to a banana tree. Hey, you know, they had slangs in the 60s, 70s, but my favorite, of course, because I grew up in this time, 80s. 80s slangs. So I want to bring up some. All right? I'll bring up some 80s slangs that I remember using when I was young. Slangs like radical. Dude, that guy was so radical. And then we ended up cutting that short. Yeah, we ended up cutting that short to rad. Like, oh, that was so rad. You know, so doesn't that sound like dorky?
I used to use radical.
You used to use radical? Yeah, pretty radical. Like, how about nowadays, though? You hear kids doing that, not saying that? No, it's different, right? Like, cool. Cool. Oh, that's cool. Like people
still say that.
People still say that. My friend and I, Ed, DJ Blast, when we text each other, we like go into the 80s things. Like he'll go word. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll tell him like, hey, you want to meet for lunch? And he'll respond word. And then I'll respond radical. And then he'll respond back like cool. 80 slangs, man. But even the word dude. I remember a song back in the 90s, they had a song said, don't call me dude, you know, because dude was such a big thing. I say dude till today. You know, sometimes when I see, like my daughter's friends or anybody, girls or boys, I'm saying, hey, dudes. And even the girls will be like, I'm not a dude.
I'm stuck on dude. I always say dude.
Yeah, I like the word dude.
Everybody that.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you see them at a mall or a store and you recognize their face, but you don't know their name. That word really saves your ass, you know? Like, they were like, hey, Quinn. He went, oh, hey, dude.
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, dude? And it just lets you go, you know? You shake hands. It's all good.
It's the cover.
Yeah, the cover. The cover. That's my cover. Yeah. Hey, let's say some, how about some local sayings? You know, they had some local sayings. I know they use, maybe even nowadays, but back in my days, we used to use all these words like the word nah, or actually it comes as a triple. It's nah, nah, nah. And that's the only way you get away with shit, you know, if you say nah, nah, nah. And Andy Bumatai had a bit about that, where he was this young brother and he said, talking to the older sister, and he'd be telling like, oh, sister, you ugly. And then she ready for whack him, and he's like, nah, 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 nah. And then he'll come back with, nah, but you stink. And then she ready for pound him, and he's like, nah, 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 nah. And he would ask everybody, you know why he never get licking? Because he kept saying nah, 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 nah. That's so true. That saved my ass so many times. Against my older cousin, Tanya. She used to always babysit us and watch us. She was the oldest one of all of us, man. And sometimes, man, she'd bring down the hammer. And the only thing that would save me before was the word nah, nah, nah. Nah, 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 nah. And the punch wasn't as hard. You know, you could tell she held back. I love you, Tanya. But, yeah, what else? Oh. And then from nah, in the later 80s, early 90s, I think, they started putting in the word shana. You ever use that one?
I've never.
Oh my God, that word everybody used that word. I used to be like, oh my God, honestly, I hated that word. And even when my friends would be like, oh, Ed, what? You get $50? And I'd be like, no, why? Da. And they'd be like, shna. And I'd be like, huh? Don't you ever say that word to me. Shna. It's like, shna, boo. Oh, choice. That was another word. That was more like an 80s slang. You know, choice. You guys ever said that before?
Not really.
No?
Not choice.
Like if you saw like a hot chick or something.
Choice.
Oh, how's that chick? Oh, choice.
Choice.
Quit. He's
Now I'm
looking.
trying to think.
He's looking at me
Think
like.
of some good
He's
ones.
looking at me like, what? You guys had some funny slangs. Yeah. What kind of slangs you have?
Oh, I gotta think.
See, I'm busting them out, dude. I'm busting it out. How about if someone's ugly? Nails.
Nails, yeah, nails.
Oh, how's that chick, bro? Oh, nails.
Nails is more like
Nails
more
is-
irritating, not ugly.
Oh yeah. No, but if it was really ugly, it would be toenails, yeah. Yeah, no, nails is also somebody who's irritating. Yeah. So if you're on party, somebody talking too much, or they're telling you a story and you know it's a lie.
Now it's like cringe.
Oh, how's this guy?
Oh, it's so
Nail.
cringy.
Oh, cringe. Oh, so that's
That's like
what replaced nails. That makes sense, man. Somebody, you know what I mean, telling you stories or talking too much at one party. You know, oh, how's this guy? Cringe.
No, I gotta think of the choice now.
Choice, huh? How's that one though? That was that's a funny one. Choice. I never really liked that one anyway. Yeah, in the 80s, they also had that book, Pigeon to the Max, huh? And then they came out with two books, Pigeon to the Max and Hana Ho. And they taught everybody how to say pigeon words and certain slangs, and that one was a popular book when I was young. You ever heard that book before? Pigeon to the Max?
Mm-mm.
You never heard of Pigeon to the Max?
Maybe I've heard it, but I don't remember it.
Oh man, you're such a millennial. I love it. Well, if you look it up in the future, check it out, dude. Pigeon to the Max. They have some funny sayings in there. The kind that you use regular. You know what I'm saying? It's like the kind of stuff that you just talk about with your friends and you go, oh yeah. But when they put it into perspective, when you're reading it like a dictionary, like you know how they're telling you like this word and this word means this. Then you look at it, it's really funny because it is what it means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we use it so much that it's like regular until you look at it through that, through like a book like Pigeon to the Max, and you're like, holy shit, that is funny. We are funny people.
We are funny.
Well, you know why too? Because Pidgin is a mixture of languages. Yeah, I think it's like a Creole. In fact, it's the only Creole language right now that is still building, still developing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And well, from what I heard, and I'm a dummy, so don't quote me on this, but yeah, but it's a mixture of different cultures, yeah, different languages: Japanese, Chinese, Hawaiian, Portuguese. Portuguese is very strong in the Pidgin language as well, man. They use a lot of Portuguese and Chinese words. So, for example, we go cow cow. I don't think cow cow is Hawaiian, dude. It's Chinese for eat. Now, I think pau cow cow is table. Yeah? But cow cow, that means, I think that's Chinese to go eat. It's not Hawaiian.
Yeah.
But people use it in like a Hawaiian pidgin language, it's a part of our, I just think that's awesome. It's kind of like our martial arts, huh? It's all like mixed.
Yeah, you don't know where it actually came from already.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah.
And that's what they say, like, language, it will never be the same.
Mm-mm.
Especially like how Hawaiian got,
No. Yeah, even
totally
Hawaiian.
wiped out.
Yeah, Hawaiian, exactly.
It's
Okinawan. That's
gonna
another
be
language.
something that our ancestors wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
When
right.
we actually start going.
Well, and then we also have things nowadays that we know about, like computers and cell phones and podcasts. You know what I mean? That you mentioned even back in the 40s, Hawaiians or even locals back then wouldn't even know what is that, We do because we're born in this age. But, the language is changing. And there's even things that you cannot say now that you could say when I was young. Like it's raining cats and dogs. You can't say that now. Well, you're not supposed to, because people say that, I don't know, because it's dumb. I don't know. People are dumb. That's it right there.
What type of people? What, like?
No, dude, I'm serious. It's like a no-no thing to say now. Like you can't say that anymore. It's almost like saying, like calling someone a fag or a retard. Like you can't say that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought fag was like a pile of sticks or a cigarette. But nowadays, because it's so associated with homophobic and all that stuff, it's like a hate thing to say. Like fag or retard. Like, you can't say that. In fact, I think Norm Macdonald got into trouble by he was ready to say he was on a talk show and on an interview and he was like, you know, people who I forget what he was talking about, but he was making a comment towards another comedian and how people was just getting on him for a thing that he did when he was young. And he said, you know, people who do that is just and he started ready to say retard and he stopped himself. He's like, are like Down syndrome.
That's what he came back with.
Yeah, he made it worse.
Oh my God.
But
good save. What's that guy's name?
Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald, he's funny, dude. But anyway, but even he was suffering because of that, because of, you know, making a mistake like that. But yeah, you can't say retarded. You can't say, you know, tell someone, dude, you're so retarded. Like, that's not cool, you know? Yeah. And I mean, I agree to a point. But when people start putting too much emphasis on the way you speak, and you got to monitor. I mean, granted, you do have to be appropriate. You know, you won't go to like a little school and say, oh, what's up, bro? Hey, fuck this, hey. You know what I mean? In front of little kids. You don't do that, you know? But, you know, when you're on your own time or if you're talking to friends or if you're, you know what I mean, then you should be able to speak freely. That's all I'm just trying to say. Because you know what I mean?
Well, that's different, though, because he was in an interview.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. No, that's what I mean. You have to be appropriate. But granted,
We're saying it now.
I know.
We better watch it. We're going to get kicked off on this.
No, I'm not calling no one that word, though. I'm just referring to the word and how you're not supposed to use it anymore. Is it hot in here? I hope so, because outside is cold. Oh, guys, and I know you people in the mainland, you're giggling at us here in Hawaii, Maui, of all places. You're like, oh my gosh. They're complaining about 53-degree weather. Yes, it's 53 degrees. Freezing. My teeth is chattering. You know what they said? They said that it snowed as low as Poli, guys. And if anyone out there in this world who even knows what Maui's all about, and you've been to Poli, first forest looked like Colorado. So yeah, it dropped down to a cold, 37 up at the crater. Yeah, 37 or 27. I don't know. But I know it's been raining. It's been windy, stormy. And I got my hoodie on. Yeah, look, I noticed Quinn, he's wearing his winter wear, sweats. Yeah, sure. You got your sweatshirt, jogging pants. I got my Snoopy boots on. Check it out. Yeah, you know it's cold when I'm wearing these Snoopy slippers. Yeah, so, Makawao was 53, right? Yeah, Makawao 53. Oh, yes. North Shore. 65-foot sets. They're expecting 65 to 75 foot. What do you think about that, Quinn?
I don't know if it was that big, though.
Yeah?
It's like a 10-foot swell. I don't know, that's what I was seeing.
Try and check it out. They were supposed to shut down the whole Akipa.
Yeah, they did. They shut down all the beaches, but I seen a couple videos and it
didn't look that big, huh?
60 feet.
Well, we got lucky then. We got lucky because they said those houses up along the shore of Sprecklesville and Paia Bay was in trouble, and I know some of those people, so I'm glad that it's not that big, because man, when it gets big, man, it gets scary. You can hear that thunder, huh? The wave rolling up. Boom! I kind of miss that sound though. Yeah. You remember camping on the beach and just waking up the next morning and you hear that, you know, the waves washing up on shore. It's a pleasant sound. It's nice. But you know what? It feels more like Christmas now than it did during December. So I've been playing Christmas music. I've been watching Christmas shows. This is like Christmas time. I might even buy myself a present, you know? It's so cold here, I swear. It feels more like Christmas now than it did in December. And I just feel like just celebrating it now. You know, what messes me up is when I go to like a store and I end up saying, oh, okay, thank you, Merry Christmas. And I walk out the store. It must trip them out. Yeah, they're like, what, dude? It's like February. But it feels like the Christmas spirit to me. So, but yeah, you know, you people in the mainland, okay. 53 is cold. It's like ball freezing for us here. It's nothing like you guys in Chicago or you guys up on the East Coast going what, -60, -37, 35 during the day. Dude, 35 degrees during the day, Quinn.
It's ridiculous.
The only thing that would make me happy about that is I could just stick my beer outside the door. You know? Like the outside is your refrigerator.
Yeah.
But other than that,
You can't even walk around.
no, you go outside, you die. That's what I think.
Miserable.
Oh, forget it. Yeah. But, you know, even though it's that cold, you know, and it's rainy, we got to appreciate this time because when summer rolls around and it ends up being 96 degrees in the shade, that's real hot, you know, in the shade. Yeah. So I appreciate when it's cold. In fact, I'd rather it be cold and I got to bundle up to warm up than it be too hot and I'm like, you know, sleeping on the linoleum floor naked with the refrigerator door open.
For sure. Yeah.
You're so quiet, Quinn. You're over here just smiling and laughing at me. Talk away, huh?
I'm trying to look at. I don't know what I'm looking up even.
Oh yeah, no 65-foot sets, huh?
No,
Nah.
it's not that. It's big, but yeah, it's not 60 feet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they can call that. But yeah, I heard some guys were saying it was solid 10 feet. So I mean, like, maybe 20-foot waves coming in. So let me try.
20 feet though. 20-foot waves is still big.
Yeah,
That's big enough for what do you call that? That competition they always have at Hawai'i. The
like
big wave. Oh God, the competition. You're a surfer, dude. You should know. What's that guy? The one from
What's that like? Duke's big wave.
No, not Duke. Eddie.
Yeah. Oh, at Waimea in Oahu.
Well, they have it here at Hawai'i too, right?
It's
The big wave competition.
I like Jaws though.
Oh, okay,
Keahi,
Jaws. Yeah.
Like Red Bull's one. Red Bull has one. Yeah, they have WSL World Tour. Yeah, they have a big wave though. I mean, being in Oahu, like Eddie's and Eddie's big wave one in my mail.
The one Eddie would go.
Mm-hmm.
Damn straight I would. You know what I'd go for? I'd go for this Corona right here. Ho ho! Nah. Hey, besides weather, let's talk about movies. Because with this type of weather, you want to sit in, watch a movie, cuddle up with your loved one, and just get engrossed into a different world. You know, you want to go there. And the movie that I saw, actually we went to the theaters for this, but Glass, I finally saw it. Dude, that movie was so radical. Bro. I thought it was awesome, man. It was so cool. No, seriously, that movie was good, man. So you people have to just go and watch it so we can have something to talk about. I don't want to say too much about it because the ending is just, you guys just got to watch it. And if you're familiar with the whole series, starting off with Unbreakable and going into Split and then this one, yeah. But hey, let me tell you what, that guy McAvoy, James McAvoy, he is just, the way he plays those characters, man. Mrs. Potts, I think is one of them. And the way he goes into that character, you know, is like, wow. You know, after a while, I started feeling a little schizo myself. You know, I was like walking out the theater going, Ed? Yes. They said that shit could rub off on you, you know. Everyone has a little schizophrenia in them, and yeah, if you hang out with someone who's schizophrenic, or if you know someone, and it could trigger something in you as well.
Wow.
I know, scary, but yeah, what a movie, man. Oh yeah, and the other movie I saw just recently was Girl in the Spiderweb. I think that's what it's called, Girl in the Spiderweb, and that's the same one with the girl with the dragon tattoo. It's a series, another series. Guys, you want to watch a good series, watch this movie. But I would advise you to watch the girl with the dragon tattoo first, and not the American version. Watch the Naomi Rapace version. Remember I was talking about her, Naomi Rapace? She was in that movie Close that we were talking about. She's actually an original girl with a dragon tattoo. Watch that one. Nothing against the American version, but you want to watch that version. And then watch this movie, A Girl in the Spider's Web. And it's a neat series. And I think you would appreciate it. All you moviegoers out there, I think you would appreciate it. I know you will. Especially you women. You women who like women who are powerful. Because this bitch is powerful. She kicks ass. What else? Okay, enough with movies, man. Let's get into the UFC and Bellator. Now, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. UFC. Whitaker versus Gastelum for the title or for the belt was canceled. And this is because Robert Whitaker had a hernia, a bad hernia. And when they did the operation, they found that his colon and his small intestine, I believe, was protruding. So that was bad. I mean, if he would have got hit in that area of the stomach, he said that he could have died. So the doctor said no.
That hernia, I thought, yeah.
Was a bad hernia, yes. Yeah. So they had to cancel that. You know what? For Gastelum's sake, I hope they make it so that he's the one fighting Whitaker next when Whitaker's better. But if they do strip Whitaker of the belt, which I think they might, I'm not sure. Dana was not even leading to that at all, because they said that he should heal within a couple of weeks. But yeah, I think Gastelum should be able to fight for that belt still, despite the fact that Israel Adesanya is actually the number one contender for that too now. He fought Anderson Silva. In fact, they took the main event spot. They were actually the semi-main event, but they ended up stepping up and taking the main event spot. And granted, it wasn't a title fight, so it was only a 3-rounder, but it was 3 rounds of action. Dude, they were moving around like they were ice skating and just slipping jabs and punches and hitting each other and countering. And you saw the fight?
No.
Oh, you never saw the fight? Oh, dude.
It was today? It was yesterday?
It was last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last night. Oh, man, smooth. You know, Anderson Silva, after a while, he got a little cocky, and Israel caught him. And his right eye swelled up so big. But he was just like, come on. He's like, boom, boom. And hit. Oh, the head kick that he slipped under, though. Israel came up with a head kick. Whoop, and Anderson just went right on the wha, and just slipping and moving like Anderson Silva does, right? Yeah. They went all 3 rounds. Spoiler alert, if you didn't see the fight, sorry, but Israel Adesanya won by unanimous decision, and rightfully so. You know, he did hit him more. He kicked his leg like 32 times or something, whereas Anderson like twice kicked him. You know, his volume was much higher. No takedowns, just kickboxing Muay Thai clinic. And by 2 of the world's top fighters in the UFC right there. So they say Adesanya is next for the belt, to go for the belt. But if you ask me, if Whitaker heals fast, they have to get him and Gastelum to fight. And then the winner of that should fight Israel. And that's it. Unless they strip Whitaker of his belt and Israel fights Gastelum for the belt. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's my take on it. Yeah. Moving on. Oh, actually, no. the emotional content of these two fighters was so high, dude. From the interview to the, you know what I mean, to the weigh-ins, to the face-off, when they faced off, and then they would interview Anderson Silva. Anderson started crying. He couldn't even talk. You know what I mean? He was like just trying to clear his throat, clear his eyes, and he was just so appreciative to be there. And then when they went to Israel, Israel's like getting choked up. Israel's like, what? Wait, you know, screw you, Anderson. We're going to fight, man. We're going to fight, damn it. Oh, man, he's going to make me cry. He kept saying that, man, he wants to make me cry. But good fight. And at the end of their fight, they both just bowed. They kowtowed in the middle of the cage. And you know Israel was crying. And like how he said, the reason why he's crying is not because he beat Anderson, but because he was able to fight Anderson. And the way he compared it is, if you're a basketball fan, this is like you being able to play against your Michael Jordan, or your LeBron James or whoever. So, hey, that was just awesome. Okay, real quick, Cowboy versus Conor McGregor. Looks like it's a go for the interim belt. And the winner of that is going to fight the winner of, hopefully, Tony and Khabib. But the reason why they're making that interim belt is because Khabib is on hold for a year. Well, actually 9 months, but he took off a year because his other two teammates is suspended for a year for that incident when they jumped in the cage, right? So the Nevada Athletic Commission suspended the two teammates for a year and Khabib for 9 months. 6 months if he does these ads. These anti-bullying ads. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, screw you. Dude, they're like how everyone's saying, Schwab, everyone, Michael Bisping, screw you. What the hell is that? What, are you trying to bargain with him? And like how Brandon Schwab said, well, actually, I'm worth like such and such million. So let's say I'm worth 6 million. Oh, it's going to cost 3 million to do your commercial? Okay, I'll do your commercial, but hey, you owe me 3 million, buddy. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's worth that type of money. And these commissions, they're out of their mind. Out of their mind. And good Khabib is like, I'll never fight in Nevada again. Who are these guys? They legalize prostitution. They legalize drugs. They legalize all these things. And for him, for display a little bit anger, because someone is bad-mouthing his country and his culture and his religion, and he can't retaliate, you know what I mean? He didn't hurt nobody. It's not like he threw a freaking dolly into a window. I don't know, man. Yeah. Anyway, if you ask me, yeah, it could be kind of racial too, prejudice maybe. Not racial, prejudice. I don't know. Anyway, that's frustrating. That's a whole nother. Okay, real quick before we sign off, because it is getting late. Bellator. Whew. They're kicking ass. They're moving up in the ranks. How's that? Dude, I hit the falsetto so high, my dog just barked. Anyway. Paul Daly versus Venom Michael Page. Guys, you want to talk like Anderson Silva, Israel Adesanya type fight. This is going to be that times 2. I'm telling you, they're two young, eager to fight guys, man, and they hate each other. You should see the press conference that they were in. And I think that guy, Scott Coker, he was sitting in the middle. He's the promoter. He's kind of like the Dana White. In fact, he is the Dana White of Bellator. And he was sitting in the middle like, okay, guys, like, all right, that's it. And they just was going at it. And Paul Daly's like, I'm knocking you out. I'm going to knock you out. And Michael Venom Page is like, shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Like, oh, man, they were getting in each other's face. I love it. So, everybody, Bellator. Watch it. It's coming up. They're supposed to have it in the UK, and rightfully so, because both of these guys are from the UK. But they couldn't. So I think it's going to be like in Connecticut, somewhere in America, because they couldn't get the facility or the arena that they wanted on that date. You figure a big thing like this, they would make the time for them. You know what I mean? I wonder what they had to cancel for. A Barry Manilow concert? Or maybe David Hasselhoff? No, that's Germany, right? He's popular in Germany. Isn't that part of the... No, it's not, right? What is the UK? England? Great Britain?
Yeah.
Ah.
Now we gotta look it up.
Oh, now he's got to look it up. Okay. Hurry up, man, because we're already... Oh, going
We're
in
out of there.
32 minutes. Oh, 34 minutes. How fast can he look up what is the UK?
We should know this.
Hey, I went Maui High. What's your excuse?
Same deal.
Oh, we're screwed. Hey, actually, I got some Corona, so that is my excuse right
Okay,
there.
it's England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland.
Okay, so Germany and France, they're nothing to do with that, right?
No.
They're just, what, Europe? What is Europe?
Okay, that's like...
What is Europe? Holy shit,
That's
we're
like
going
states
into
are on it there. You're blowing it for us now. Just shut it down.
Okay, let's shut it down. Hey, if you guys know the answer to that, comment, let us know. All right? You can find us on any social media. Check us out, Loud from Maui, coming to you on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Check us out. And in about a week, we'll check you out. Until then, aloha, ahui ho, and here's a slang. Here's a shoots, ladat.